What's good? What's good? Welcome to Epic Entertainment Critics. I'm Antoine.
I'm still James.
All right, so we're gonna do a little movie news. We do this. I'm gonna try to do this once a week, but but yeah, we do this sometime. We talk about the new up and coming movies, and give our opinion on it and what we actually waiting on and what we think ain't gonna work and what we think very unnecessary. And they got some unnecessary stuff and they got some good stuff. So we're going to jump on it, man. So the first one, they got Top Gun 3. So you knew, I think, and this is the thing, your boy Tom Cruise didn't even want to do a 3. He was like, look, I'm just going to do this one shot. I'm older. I wasn't even planning on doing a sequel. So I'm going to just make this sequel, then I'm going to be, that's it.
Yeah.
But that mug made stupid money.
You can't argue with the money.
Yeah, that mug made stupid money. And so we're dealing with Hollywood, so you already know what that means. Sequel.
I mean,
even if you don't want to.
They don't really know how to leave.
And it's Tom, so maybe he got control over it, but I'm thinking like, even if he didn't want to do it, they're gonna do it for him.
I'm hoping they end up not pulling the trigger on that, but like I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah, I can see them. What if he refused to do it? I can see them getting somebody else in Maverick.
Hey,
they can't do that.
Rooster's the guy now.
Yeah, right. They can't replace Maverick. But what they can do is make it about somebody else. Right. They'll do that. So that's how they get you to do it. They be like, hey, either come back or we're gonna make it, and you might not like it.
Like, wouldn't you like to keep one hand on the wheel?
But see, then that's a problem with me because you made everybody else so lame in the movie that if you don't make it about Maverick, then who wants to see a movie about Rooster?
Yeah.
First of all, your call sign is Rooster.
Yeah.
You lost me.
Yeah. Hawk or something.
But yeah, right. It could be. It actually you kind of did dive into Rooster's backstory and all that. It could be kind of interesting, but not interesting enough to follow up Maverick. No, you can't do that.
Nah. Well, that's the thing, right? If they hadn't leaned so hard into keeping this Tom Cruise's movie, right?
Right.
If they had let these,
they could have spent off.
Yeah, if they had let these young cats really come out and shine, like, oh, Hangman's a bit of an asshole, but he's really, really good at such and such.
Right.
And you know, Phoenix always manages to find a way to keep her bird in the sky, some shit like that.
Yeah, right.
You could have made these characters compelling enough to deserve a sequel about them. But
you just made a movie basically. Everybody's job was to make Tom Cruise look cool.
Yeah.
Which he did, but nobody else looked cool.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want to see a spinoff on nobody in this movie. But we got Top Gun 3 should be coming out. Yeah. But they said that Tom didn't have no plans and they don't have nothing for it. So if we see it, it'll be
it made enough money to ask the question, but they don't have anything.
Right. I think it's more than the question. I think it's going to be a demand. Where I don't know if Tom got any rights to the character or the movie.
Yeah,
if it's just a film, they're going to do it.
Yeah,
they're telling you it's going to be a situation.
So Tom,
we're going to do
be involved or not?
If you don't be involved, you're going to wake up one day and you're going to see a trailer of a shitty Top Gun movie. So if you want to change that, this is your chance.
Hey, look, they will tell you.
Yeah. So I mean, how you feel about it?
I think
thought.
that the gamble of double dipping on Top Gun paid off way more than it should have.
Yeah.
And I don't think that they have enough meat left on that bone to make a successful third film.
Me either. I think artistic integrity would tell you leave it alone.
Yeah.
You made a good sequel. Can we just ride off to the sunset? Because when you ride off to the sunset, we don't know where you go.
Yeah.
We don't want to know where you go because you might not. You might. Remember when Shane was driving? For all we know, Shane could have kept going.
Maybe he just fell asleep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then again, maybe
The beauty is we don't know.
we don't know. What if he survived and then later died of dysentery?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not entertaining.
Right.
So it's
right.
like, let's just leave that where it lies.
Died 2 weeks later, of his wounds, but we don't need to know. Just
don't
right
need
off to
to
the
know.
sunset,
Yeah.
and that makes it a good moment.
Yep.
So I want to say I wish they just leave it alone, and sometimes you can leave it at one good sequel and be done with it, but
Yeah.
whatever. And they could have spent off. I'd be okay with a spinoff if they had a good character to spin off from. We'll do a prequel with Iceman. I can see them doing that before he got throat cancer.
Yeah, him climbing through the ranks.
Or Iceman's son or something.
No, it'll be a Maverick prequel with someone like Logan Lerman playing young Tom Cruise.
Who was that?
Percy Jackson.
Oh.
He did that one assassin movie that we never got around to with I forget who the older white guy was in that movie now.
Assassin movie?
Yeah. Basically he gets picked to be part of some assassin school for the CIA or
Is
something.
it American
Assassin?
Wasn't that the guy in Maze Runner?
I think that's the same guy.
Oh, it's the same guy? Oh,
I think it is.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone will get in the comments and be, no, so and so, but whatever. But it's like young, dark-haired white dude.
Yeah.
Have them play young Tom Cruise.
We got Top Gun.
I know, but
we already got a young Tom Cruise.
We got to see all
the first Top Gun.
It's gonna be a show.
Yeah, maybe they can compromise and do a little series. On the spinoff or something.
If
they do it on the smaller platform, I'm cool with it. But another movie, we don't need it.
But like, I just don't see them having enough to make a good movie on that.
All right, so we're going to move on. Next thing we're going to talk about, we got us another sequel. Old Man Just Won't Let It Go. We got the Indiana Jones 5. I've been hearing about this for a while.
For a while now, yeah.
What year did that, look at him looking like an old man. What year did that King of Crystal Skulls come out?
Was that 2011?
No, it was earlier than that. It was like 08 or something.
08?
It was a little bit because it was Shia LaBeouf. It was like right after Transformers. And the first Transformers came out in 07. So around that time.
I was just sure that Crystal Skulls was the final nail in the coffin for Indiana Jones.
Not to mention that it was shitty.
Yeah.
It was a bad movie. Harrison Ford looks too damn old to be doing this. And don't get me wrong, because he like 80.
Yeah.
He almost 80. I think he like 78 or
He
something.
looked too old in Crystal Skulls, but after seeing him in Last Jedi, was it?
Uh-huh.
I'm like, nah, he's definitely too old.
The thing is, he ain't too old to play the character, but he too old to be doing what he did. Because he was, first Indiana Jones, he was like 40.
Yeah.
So he was.
You got to find someone else to handle
up
that
there
side
back in the early 80s.
Of the tone.
Yeah.
And whoever it is has to be good at it.
Yeah. So I'm looking like, dude, if you like played a mentor to a younger guy or something, okay.
Yeah.
Like the younger dude, he's doing the jumping around and all that and treasure hunting. And you just the guy that put him on a mission or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Like if they even want to mirror the tone between Harrison Ford and Sean Connery.
Yeah, right. Something like that.
Nah, kid, this is how you should be doing it. Type,
right.
You know.
But nope. His old ass still trying to swing around with the whip. And like, no, man, that movie was not good.
Nah.
I was like, boy, you really destroyed your legacy with this movie. Because that was 3 solid movies.
Yeah.
The original 3.
Shame, it's like, because a lot of that stuff is nostalgia bait. And then when you come in there with your nostalgia hat on and you get that.
The Indiana Jones hat.
Yeah,
iconic hat.
I got this leather jacket and this hat out of storage for this.
Yeah.
For this, I rented a whip, motherfucker.
So and so they was talking about doing this for a long time, and I was like, "What you waiting on?" Because Harrison Ford ain't getting no younger.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Just pull the trigger.
I have no idea why they took so long to even do this. And if you was gonna do this, why not either reboot it with a younger guy? Or have somebody else do the stunts, the the physical stuff, and you just kind of in there as the mentor.
Like, I'd even say this: you'd be better off just getting someone who looks like a young Harrison Ford.
I don't see what's the problem, man. Like if they reboot it, I'd be on board.
I think this would be instead of a sequel, a reboot would be the best way to take it.
Yeah,
because like you either run the risk of failing once again to hand off the franchise.
Yeah.
Or just having a reboot that no one wants to talk about. I'd rather have a reboot that no one wants to talk about than to fail again at handing off the franchise.
Right. Like, I guess they was thinking about giving it to Shia LaBeouf. It's like,
that didn't work.
No, it didn't work at all. But I think it's some actors that if they, maybe somebody like Nicholas Hoult or somebody.
Yeah.
If they
I would have said Armie Hammer, but then he started drinking blood and stuff.
Not, right.
We don't mess with him.
He's not he's not an A-lister anymore.
Yeah.
But the whole point is hand it off to somebody else. I'll be cool with it. But we'll see. I'm not signing off on that.
Nah.
Unless they either reboot it or do something along them lines. But Crystal Skull put a real bad taste in my mouth, and they be like, "Hey, you want some more of this?" No,
nah, man.
I don't. You see, I spit that out. Why would I want some more?
You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, I say no on that one. What'd you say?
Definitely no.
Yeah, hard no.
Yeah.
But hey, I think Herzog own the rights to it. All the more reason why I'll be looking for young guys to take up the mantle. And I could just produce.
Well, because like that mirrors what we've been saying for a while now. Is a lot of these old cats need to start working on passing this stuff off because you know you can't do the stuff no more.
Right.
Don't be holding on to it just because. Nah, remember me? I was the guy.
Man, let it go,
done.
bro. So yeah, right. Like you said, the shit's done. All right, man. That was Indiana Jones 5. That's a no for both of us. We're gonna move on to our next topic. You got The Mandalorian season 3. They said it's done filming. Okay. They might do a little final editing or whatever, and they're gonna show that. And then it was they did take one of the episodes though, and they put it in Boba Fett because Boba Fett was doing so poorly. You remember the whole episode that showed the Mandalorian? That was an episode of Mandalorian 3. That they was like, hey, can you spur please you spur an episode?
We need some good show for our show.
And they came to him like, we gonna make our own show. And then they came back to him like, who is it? Yeah, it's Boba Fett's creators. What you want? We fucked up. Can we get an episode? Maybe we can save our show.
So you remember how you said you was willing to like let us get some stuff to make our show, and we told you we don't need none of your shit. Could we get some of that?
No, bitch. But no, they got season 3 coming out, which was a way better show than the actual guy that Mandalorian is pretty much based off of. Which they should have not made the Boba Fett, man.
You know what? Because the problem is the Mandalorian is, what if Boba Fett was cooler?
Right.
That's not what the Mandalorian is.
You know what the thing is?
But that's the jump
You didn't
off.
even know too much about Boba Fett. You could just say, what if we just got to know Boba Fett?
Yeah.
They could have just made this
that
Boba
could have
Fett.
been the Mandalorian.
Right. This could have been Boba Fett. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But hey, they messed that up. So forget all that.
Because imagine if the Mandalorian had been about Boba Fett. There's some kid he finds as a foundling who ends up becoming Din Djarin later on, and he shows up in the book of Boba Fett like, I owe a debt type.
Yeah, something like that.
Cool. We good. We done. We in there.
Yeah.
But nah.
So we got season 3. Are you looking forward to this?
Not really. I said that so fast. Because like my problem with the Mandalorian is there's too much aesthetic.
Yeah.
And not enough actual story, to it. So much of it is thing happens. Din Djarin stares passively. Din Djarin fixes problem, or it's like,
I mean, he don't have no personality.
No.
He's always got his mask on.
it's just here's this thing that needs to be fixed. You're the guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any real motivations for any of the stuff he's interfering
Other
in.
than he has this, he's really got a love for
this kid he found. That he
Yoda,
kidnapped.
Yoda Jr. Which is like, it's cool, but then that whole that whole thing is like, man, this dude is soft.
Yeah.
It's like you got him there safe to his people.
It's like also they
I wanna see him again.
keep throwing his character into these. You need to stop worrying about being a good Mandalorian and just worry about living a life.
And the fact that he's gonna. This is the thing about the baby Yoda. He's so little and tiny, he can't do anything.
Yeah.
So having a baby while you bounty hunting that you pretty much got to carry. It's like,
and they've even made it clear to him, like based off of that species lifespan,
it's gonna take him 50 years before he can be able to walk.
Yeah. So it's like by the time this kid is mature enough to like be like a person,
yeah,
you'll be dead.
Yeah, no. Like, man, look, I'll just be happy that he cool.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
like,
saying? I don't need to be.
It's like, hey, so he's straight. Y'all gonna take care of him?
I'll visit him every now and again, but that's cool.
It was like it's even weirder because like you got Luke over here like acting like we didn't give up on the Jedi code.
Yeah, but you know how people they like the baby Yoda so much that they bring him back. We got to bring him back.
We got to sell them toys.
He's so cute. You know, that's it. That's the reason why
we got plushies. We got action figures. We got backpacks.
They probably was gonna bring him in for that first episode.
We got Baby Yoda the Flame. Right, the kids love this.
Man, classic. Baby Yoda the Flamethrower. But yeah, so you know, it's just marketing.
Yeah.
I'm not really looking too much forward to it, but you know, it's been consistently decent.
Yeah. Like I don't have serious complaints about Mandalorian. I always wish I always wanted it to be better than it is, but it's not terrible. So.
Right. I'm having some fun with it.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind seeing 3. You know, it's not really like a season 3.
I'm gonna watch it for sure.
Right. It's not something I'm not like, oh, I gotta see this.
Yeah.
It's something like, oh yeah, it's coming on. Yeah, I'll check it out. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm having some fun with the Obi-Wan. But I heard other people saying they're not crazy about it. But I heard they had the highest ratings they had.
I've heard
Disney
that.
Plus.
But like
So
my problem is the direction. I don't know if it's the direction or what, but it's like people are acting like they're still being directed by George Lucas.
You think so?
It's just like
I think George Lucas probably done better.
it's just there's some really wooden performances,
right? Well,
which is probably part of why people like Reva doing too much is like because no one else is doing
right. It's just like after seeing the next episode, you'd be like, yeah, I'm actually appreciating Reva right now.
It's Reva and Darth Vader. No one else is doing their job right now.
Right, exactly. But see, that's what I'm getting out of it, the Darth Vader stuff.
Yeah,
it's not everything I wanted because I'd rather see it all about what's going on with the Empire.
Yeah,
but I take that. You know, so
no, I feel you.
And Obi-Wan's like a coward though. Like they make Obi-Wan look worse every episode.
Oh no, it's him.
Let me face him. Wait, where'd he go?
Like, no, I have to do this alone. Like, did he just not want them to see him run away? Is that what
That's what it was. Okay, so staying on Star Wars. So they got another show coming out called Tales of the Jedi.
So did they fold Ahsoka into this?
I don't know. I think that's a good idea.
Because I had heard there was some talk about scuttling Ahsoka in some of the other shows.
I think that's a good idea, in my opinion. Because I don't really want to see her show. I know she got a lot of fans from the Clone Wars, but I feel like so you got a perfect Ahsoka. I give them that. Rosie O'Dawson is the perfect Ahsoka. But the character itself, it's not interesting enough for me to watch a whole series on her. And it's to the point where what they doing now, if they do what you said, put her in this Tales of the Jedi show, I think that's a smart idea. Where you can get her, but you don't have to, you know.
One of the things I think they ran into doing Mandalorian and Boba Fett, and they might run into on Obi-Wan, is some of these characters wear out their welcome kind of quick. They
seem to not have nothing planned for this.
Yeah.
Like that Boba Fett, my God, they clearly didn't have a plan.
They had two episodes worth of content.
Yeah, and that's it. And I was like, for some reason they stretched it, and I feel like maybe they was going to do this one thing, and then the show was like, well, we got to stretch it for 6.
Yeah.
Like, we only got 2. make it work.
Yeah,
You know,
like if they had done these as like anthologies and everyone gets their little arc and then we out, I think that works a lot better.
that's what this new show is.
Yeah.
So Tales of Jedi is going to be. Oh God! Look at that puppet. That looks like shit.
God damn, yeah.
It look like he got a little hair and shit.
Like-
it looks like Yoda dying. Yoda dying looked better.
Man,
when
like,
he was like,
I think that's the same Yaddle puppet from before. Like
when he was, Luke.
no, that's not Yoda. That's Yaddle.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
But
when
it's like-
Yoda was dying on Empire Strikes Back, he looked better than that shit.
Do not go to
Won't you die? Goddamn. And
But,
one more thing.
one more thing. But
You will be. No, but no. Remember he
But
said
like-
that. But no, it's an anthology of a lot of the Jedis we know,
Yeah.
where they had a lot of battles.
so we might get to see Kenlan Voss.
So they're gonna do Mace Windu, Qui-Gon Jinn, Ahsoka, Anakin, and I guess maybe Obi-Wan,
Okay.
which
The only
I
thing I,
guess we
will
got
say,
enough Obi-Wan, but
yeah. The only thing I will
a
say
young Obi-Wan.
is I'd love to get to see Hayden Christensen get a chance to play Anakin from the cartoons.
Yeah,
Because Anakin from the cartoons is a much better character than Anakin in the movies.
right. They might do that because because Anakin, that 2 year stretch, Anakin had a lot of battles.
Yeah.
So they can take from that one of just one, because it's an anthology. So it's just going to be one of those where they come back and be like, oh, remember I got this score from this one fight, but we
Yeah.
never get to see it.
Yeah.
So this is all those battles.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
that's
And I had meant to ask you this before when we were talking about Obi-Wan, but do you think they're going to bring not Mace Windu, Darth Maul?
well, they show, yeah.
And if so, who's going to be playing him? Is it going to be Ray Park or is it going to be Sam Witwer?
I think they can still do Ray Park.
Because I think he can still move. So
Yeah, because, he ain't that old. Ray Park is
Yeah.
about 40, early 40s.
yeah,
So he's still in good shape.
like I've
and-
seen him and stuff as of 3 years ago. So,
Right. So I think, they can still use him.
Yeah. Because I know Sam Witwer wants to do anything Star Wars.
Hey, I'll bring him in the Star Killer. I
Hey,
mean, I
that's
don't know
what
if
they
that
need
was,
to
is
do.
that canon? Is that Star
Not. I
Killer?
don't think it's canon currently,
They could do something with that though.
but they should make it canon.
Yeah. But
They should make all that shit canon. But whatever.
yeah,
Disney don't want to hear that.
I think that's one of the best ideas they didn't had.
Yeah.
And that's their fault, trying to give us these shows where they know they don't have nothing. A Boba Fett show, a Ahsoka show. Nobody
Well, but-
asked for none of that.
And the worst
They
thing
like
about
these
it,
characters, but they don't see them
the
in their
worst
own
thing
show.
about it is they wiped out the canon so they could tell their own stories, and then they wouldn't come up with their own stories when it was time to. But you
Right.
also won't reach back into this huge bag full of Star Wars stories.
Oh yeah, so they doing the Count Dooku, so maybe they will do Darth Maul. They should. That way
Yeah.
you can get these characters. And they see this is the problem. They get so greedy. They say, "Hey, we can put all these characters in this little anthology. Cool. Oh, we can get full series out of this one character because people like this character. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and you need
Because they too greedy.
you need to understand what you're working with.
Right.
Like some of these characters only like Darth Maul as he's used in the prequel trilogy isn't a character.
Right.
He's not a character until you get into the expanded universe.
Right. Until you get to Clone Wars,
Yeah.
and they, and this is what I hope they don't do. If they're gonna do some bad guy stories, don't try to make them good guys.
No, I'm sick of it. Like, not everyone is a good guy. They're just not. Sometimes they're just not as bad as you expected.
Yeah.
And that's what I think they need to start doing more of. Because like the whole point behind Ahsoka is like, nah, I ain't a Jedi no more because the Jedi don't work. They do not function.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go do my thing. I ain't dark. I
had
just ain't a Jedi.
A funny thought. What if they use the guys behind the Mace Windu? Hold on, look, these dudes here. Hey, these all the wackest Jedis.
Isn't that what's his name? Kit Fisto?
Is that him? Yeah. He actually had some cool stuff in the
Dude,
He died so
him
easy.
but him in the comics though.
Oh, he was cool in comics.
having cool underwater lightsaber fights.
Yeah, they did that in the Clone Wars.
Oh yeah, they did. They did.
The micro series.
Yeah,
he had
but
a nice little episode.
He did get punked out.
But in this one, he got these big fake hands right here.
Yeah.
Like those clearly are some big gloves. He can't even hold the lightsaber.
Nah.
And his makeup on his forehead just looked bad. It's like he got on shoe polish with a couple of fake horns. And I don't know who she is.
I don't know what's going on.
It don't matter because she gonna die in 2 seconds. Like all them gonna die in like one move. like what's name is not gonna have to try.
I mean,
like Mighty Python, like like just touch them on the arm, their arm fall off.
ha!
Yeah, oh, my arm. But no, I think that's the best idea they got, and for real, stop being so greedy and trying to make.
Because that's the thing. If you just make better content instead of trying to stretch what little bit you have, get in there, do your job, get out.
Yeah,
everything doesn't have to be 8 episodes. You know,
if they do this, that'd be so. It'll give everybody they want all in one.
Yeah,
because some people want to see Ahsoka, but I don't think it's enough content to get her a whole show.
And that's the thing. If you're not willing to put forth the effort to write 6 to however many really good episodes for this character,
yeah,
then don't try to stretch what you have out into that 6
it's
to
great
12.
to do an anthology, so now we don't have to try to be invested for so much.
Because some of these characters, they only work for 3
battle,
episodes.
one episode, one battle, move to the next person.
Yeah.
One episode, one battle, move to the
Like,
next person.
If they decide to use Kit Fisto, his whole thing is he can fight underwater.
Right,
So
I know
it's
they could do that.
So it's like,
but after his performance in Revenge of the Sith, I think he's pretty much canceled.
right? But I'm just saying, it's like, don't sit up here and give me 5-6 episodes of this dude, and his only thing is he's the dude that you call for a fight underwater.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Well, he's just like Aquaman.
I mean, look, at least Aquaman,
we good. We ain't messing with no water. We don't need you.
I mean, at least Aquaman got an actual super strength.
Right? Yeah.
This dude's like a normal Jedi who can breathe underwater. That's his whole thing.
Right.
Like this.
Oh, that's why he got his ass whooped, because he wasn't underwater. He said, if we was underwater, this would go like this. All right, we gonna move on, man. So they're making a prequel to Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Oh crap! Forgot about that Sonic. Why is that? Sorry. Where the hell was that? There we go. Sorry.
No, I think isn't it right after?
Yeah, here it is. My apologies.
Yeah.
They making a prequel to Hunger Games. I thought I didn't know I had that up there. But anyway, so it is going to be the backstory of Snow and the president and the whatever lady that was in charge of the rebels or whatever. All the stuff that happened with them led up to the Hunger Games, and I guess there's some stuff there.
Yeah. From what we saw, there was another book that this is going to be based off of, which is in and of itself a prequel. It's not for me, man. I know there was a lot of people got really into Hunger Games back when that was out. Some people based
it kind of jumped off the YA. It jumped off that YA craze.
It was one of the few that made it, like, because they had that like Divergent and all these other.
Well,
ones.
everything was after this. Since that Hunger Games took off, that's when they made all the other ones.
Yeah,
so it's just kind of like
Maze Runner.
It jumped off that YA craze,
and it's the only one that really worked to me. Because all the others just felt like random movies.
Yeah.
Because even Maze Runner felt like a sci-fi channel movie.
Yeah, all of them was pale in comparisons to Hunger Games. Like Hunger Games, they jumped it off, it was the best one. And the rest of them was just like trying to be like Hunger Games.
Yeah.
And I got to a point where I was like, okay, no more of this, no more of that. So hopefully that this this prequel is not going to have the same formula, because it's not really about young adults.
Yeah.
It's about all these people that took power and, started the Hunger Games and all that, and how all that happened.
And I'm hoping we don't have to sit through a movie that is clearly about the original movies. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's gonna be
it's
those,
connected, so we're gonna see some
right,
stuff.
but we're gonna see how Snow came to power.
Yeah.
How the Hunger Games was set up.
Yeah, I want
And
them
how we're gonna see a young version of that, the leader of the resistance
to. Yeah.
or whatever.
So like, I need them to stick with their tone and not try to say,
So
here's some
Katniss isn't born yet.
not born yet, so we don't have to see her.
Yes.
I want no flash forwards.
They better not be like have a
Yeah.
pregnant
Oh,
lady
my
pregnant, and
God.
then she's like, I'm gonna call her Katniss. Like, I'm out.
Like, I will.
They do that, I'm cool.
I will burn down the theater on my way out. Like, goddamn.
Well, you got a beautiful baby girl.
What's her name?
What are you gonna call her? Katniss. Let's move on.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that motherfucker.
Definitely got the reflexes of Katniss.
Yeah.
All right, so
I got the reflexes of what's her name that died.
who?
Rue.
Oh, the little girl.
Yeah, I got her reflexes. But
All
yeah.
right, so moving on, they got Sonic 3 coming out, man.
Yeah.
And, we already knew they was because 2 was more successful than they thought. They made 300 mil. That's enough for a sequel.
Yeah.
I thought 2 was good. They said they're not getting a great reception, but they made it financially successful.
Yeah. So I know
I had some fun with 2.
I had fun with it. I know one of the things they were worried about is Jim Carrey did say he was going to be retiring from acting, and so
But he said that before, though.
he said that before. So if he does at least take a break, then they may not have him, for Dr. Robotnik. But they did tease an additional character in the post credit on Sonic 2.
Yeah.
Which it's been long enough. We can just talk about Shadow the Hedgehog.
Right. Yeah. So they're gonna, and they said they're gonna bring in
They put out a casting call.
Right. So they don't know who's gonna voice Shadow yet, but it's gonna be somebody noticeable.
Yeah. So one of the things I heard was some folks have been saying if they go with the formula that they've gone with so far, it's going to be probably the guy that voiced him originally in the games, because they went for a known actor to play Sonic, then they went with the old voice actor for Tails, and they went for
who was the original known?
I don't remember the guy's name.
He ain't that known.
No, I mean the dude that plays Sonic. I forget his name at the moment, but
So you said they was gonna use an unknown on Sonic, but a known for Knuckles.
So they went for a guy. I forget his name. I can't remember his name, but like he's like a comedic actor who plays Sonic in this. Then they went for the original voice actor.
Go fast.
Yeah, they went for the Tails original voice actor.
Okay, yeah, I know.
Then they went for Idris Elba for Knuckles, so they might go with the original for Shadow.
But what I heard, what they were saying that they're going to go somebody.
I'm just saying I've heard both now.
Yeah.
So
I think they're going to go with a name. Who they go with, I don't know.
I'm trying to imagine someone who
they're
can
They say it's coming out 2024, so whoever's hot at the time, they're going with it, even if they don't fit the character.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
It's just if they go that route of getting somebody that's hot, and well known, I don't think that's going to, just because Shadow as a character shouldn't work.
Yeah. But I mean, they made all this other stuff work, so why not?
Because Shadows is just like an early 2000s emo.
Yeah.
But like what they think they are.
Right. I like to do it, but leave him out. Leave them out. And I said I was cool with them.
Mom and dad out.
I know. I said I was cool with it because they had them limited.
Yeah.
But I want them gone all the way. Man, as a matter of fact, I was getting mad where they kept treating Sonic like they son. I was like, man, I wish Sonic be like, I'm not your son. When Sonic was like, you're not my
dad.
Right. I was like,
you're not my real dad.
I wish Sonic was even more aggressive. Like, I'm not your dad. Leave me alone. Don't touch me. Shit. Leave me alone. I hate you. I was like, I wanted Sonic because I hate them. And the fact that they keep acting like Sonic's their kid is so annoying.
I love the animosity you have for those characters. I really do.
Don't touch me.
It's like I wish I didn't know you.
Yeah. And it's like man, that is so annoying to the fact that I wish to just leave them out 100%. Don't even mention them in the next movie.
Because they gave themselves a perfect out in that movie to not have them, and they just said, "But what if we did?" So I'm hoping the next one they're like,
man, when she said, "Let's go save our son," I almost threw up in my mouth when I saw
God,
that.
that line was so atrocious. Like I think we need to stop cramming humans into CGI movies.
Yeah.
Like Jim Carrey gets a pass because he's a cartoon character.
Right.
anyways.
I was like, Jim Carrey's fine because he is a cartoon character.
Yeah.
More than the damn cartoon characters.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with that.
You know, I need them to just go ahead and move on from Sonic's step parents.
Yeah. All right. So Sonic
Excuse me,
3.
foster parents.
It's dead parents. When you ask me.
If they let you write.
Yeah, they died.
Your parents are dead.
The only time you talk about them is when you talk about, oh yeah, they passed away. What else is going on?
Homie from Gunja. I'm sorry, Sonic, but your parents are dead. Like, you know, that's who you remind me of.
Or you know what? They could have Shadow kill him. Where
they could.
Where I'm going to see my parents, and Shadow's like, just like
What
how
parents?
No, how they did with Luke on a New Hope, where he come back with his uncle and they just burning up.
Oh man, that's heinous, bro.
They just burning bodies.
Heinous.
That's motivation. He would have motivation to get Shadow. That works.
Wait, look, all you see is Shadow standing in the midst of the smoke and flames.
Yeah,
turns and looks over his shoulder.
Two burning bodies.
And then chaos controls out.
And two burning bodies. And then when the credits roll up, those burning bodies were James Morrison and Tika Sumpter.
No, wait, look, I know how you want to see it. Like like the way they do in some movies where like somebody's like the acting credit will come up the second the character come on screen. It'll be that, but for the burning body. Cut to one. Tika Sumpter. Cut the other. And James.
and everybody said, I don't think it's gonna work. Oh, I don't give a shit. This is for me. So anyway, Sonic 3 coming out 2024. I hope it be good. And I hope it just concentrate on the characters, leave out the humans, and it should be fun.
And he hopes that James Marsden and Tika Sumpter's characters get killed off.
Which it is going to motivate Sonic. It's only because they is going to motivate Sonic, not because I have personal feelings for them. So moving on. Last thing on the list, man. They got Netflix is making a new series off a PlayStation game, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Very critically acclaimed game, very fun game, great story, cool character, strong female lead. I'm not a big fan of adaptations anymore.
So the female is the main character?
Yeah. Her name's Aloy.
I am not familiar with this, so I'm going to let you take the lead on this, and I'm going to ask you questions.
All right. So basically, 1,000 years in the future, there was a great collapse. Human society completely collapsed. We basically got sent back to the Stone Age. There's these...
Of course.
Yeah. There's some machines that are roaming the land from back in the day, but that's about it. The virus that caused the collapse gets active again. Okay. And it starts making some of the machines, which are all based on animals, go haywire and start killing people.
Okay. Like, they look like Zoids almost, I guess.
They do, yeah.
So, cool. Looking at this trailer, where is this a different?
I look like Gran Turismo.
Yeah. Is it still on that?
The same video, but I don't know what the hell that got to do with anything.
I guess there was another whatever. Yeah. But yeah, it looks like it looks cool.
It's a cool story, and there's some great characters in it. I don't have any stomach left for adaptations. Like, I enjoyed playing the game, and I still haven't picked up the new one that came out, Forbidden West. But like, I don't need this.
Well, you're gonna get it.
I mean, I guess that's my thing now. It's like I've gotten so many of the adaptations I was asking for as a kid that I never thought I'd get.
I know, swear.
And
I never thought I'd be burnt out on this.
And it's like the more of them I get, the more I realize some stuff just doesn't need to be adapted.
Yeah,
and
like, man, you're right though. The cartoons I used to watch growing up, man, they didn't made them all into movies.
Yeah.
And if you would have told me that when I was a kid, they were gonna make this a live action movie, I would have been so excited. But now it's like another. It's just
Like,
par for the course.
if you had told me that one day I would be begging them to stop touching to stop making live action adaptations of my favorite stuff, I was like, come on, you lying. But like, I'm done.
Yeah. And that's
I'm
the thing
just
about
done.
these PlayStation games, man. The cut scenes look so good.
You know, there's
Do you
Sekiro.
need to make a series?
And like, as someone who played through Sekiro, which is based off of Kurosawa films, right? They have a Kurosawa mode you can play in that puts it in black and white and gets rid of all like the user interface. So it looks like you're playing a Kurosawa film. I'm done. I don't need you to make the Kurosawa film that this game is based off of. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, dude. I'm to the same point. It's like these cutscenes are so good. It's just like watching a movie. Like if you watch the cutscenes without the gameplay, it'd be like it's like an hour and a half to 2 hours.
It's like
it's a movie.
Like Aloy, for instance, the way they animate her, she is like almost a perfect recreation of the face. I think of her voice actress, but like certainly the face she's based off of.
Yeah.
Down to the point of like she has pores and the small hairs everyone has on their face. Like she has all of that. Yeah. They recreated a human being for those cutscenes. We don't need a live.
They
action.
use mocap on those characters now.
We don't need adaptations. We had it. We've seen it.
I know.
They in 4K.
Right. Now they showed then that they got Twisted Metal coming out.
I'm really leery about that.
Yeah, and they got this other stuff. That's what's this samurai game?
This is Sekiro.
Right. So they got that, and I think they might be finally doing the God of War. Now, I'll be down for the God of War because I haven't seen we never seen. I love those games, and we never got a chance to see.
Yeah, I mean, the question is, are they going to take it back to the beginning?
I think they should.
I agree. First game, I just don't know if they have the
problem.
Wherewithal.
The problem with when you got a lot of games and a lot of material, they can't just give you the beginning. Yeah. They got to give you. They try to give you elements of all the games,
and they try to cram it all into
one, and they always mess up. Well,
because like this is that cool thing that everyone loves, so we're gonna put it. But that first
story, that's the first story holds up as one.